Greetings, Wolf Pups. Lord Von Wolf coming with you at another episode of Noob Sauce. And here we are back at the Mineshaft Cave Spider XP Farm build. Now, last episode was pretty much an informational type thing to get things going, get this set up, and of course go into the nether to get the one ingredient I need to get these farms operational in the way I would like to have them running. That was the glowstone. I mean, we went on, or I should say me went on and a couple things, and it's kind of how things roll with me sometimes. But I'm going to start getting this built so I can start getting my tools and gear repaired. Alright, now as you can see, I've got these wood planks now. These weren't originally here. These ones I placed myself to give me an indication about where my boxes are going to be. Now, like I said in the last episode, the spider spawners I built differently than my other spawners. Cave spider spawners are even different than my regular spider spawner. So, I have to be mindful of what I'm building and how I'm building it. For cave spider spawners, this is how I build what I'm doing. The single one here, the primary one, is all on its own, which is good, because I can show you the good mechanics on what needs to be done with that. These two over here, though, 2 and 3, are joined together in their room formation, because this here is the corner for that one, and this here is the corner for that one. So as you can tell, in this area, they join up, which is going to interfere with the water flow. So that'll be a testament to me figuring it out, and that'll probably be a bit of a long one, as I will show you how to try to figure out water mechanics, which is tricky. Okay, but let's actually get into the works of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a box around this spawner. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to count out 6 spaces from the spawner itself. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is where my wood is marked out in this box formation. All right, and then that is where we're going to begin building our walls to go up as well as go down into the spawner. So I'm going to take, all right, I got stone here, but I want to convert it over to this stone brick. So I'm going to put that all up in here, and I'm going to get 4 stacks of stone brick. So my first one, let's start here. Okay, let's get that out of there, and I can do this. Now all I'm doing is holding my mouse button down and moving while I'm placing. And this is just a faster way of placing down. Yeah, I'm going to cover my stairs right now. Alright, so this is what our box is going to look like. Alright, now I need to go technically 3 blocks above this is where the ceiling will be. Now that glowstone that I found last episode, I will show you what I'm going to be doing with this. So if I put this glowstone down now, it's going to show light. Light, as you can see, prevents this spawner from working. I have a torch on all 4 sides of this, as well as within 5 blocks that blocks all of the spawning potential of this spawner. All right, now how it works is, as I said in the last episode, you have the floor and 2 blocks above it, which are all spawnable. So everything in this box area, a cave spider can spawn in. All right. That being what it is, I am going to take this to shut the spawner on and off as I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this item right here. You can find it in the redstone section. It's called a redstone lamp, and all it is a piece of glowstone surrounded by 4 redstone dust. Okay, so we're going to make all of that, and we get this over here so I can get my last 2 in place. Okay, and I'm done with the redstone for right now. So the initial 2 I'm going to use are going to go right on top of that spawner. Now how this functions, it's really easy. Right now it's turned off. If I give it a redstone signal, okay, it turns on. And it functions just like the jack-o'-lantern and stuff like that. Alright, so that is how that works. And then, of course, I take away the redstone signal, it turns off. So that is definitely how that all functions. So I need to make sure that my roof begins here at this block right there. Alright, so I'm going to get my stone back. And then, alright, so I'm going to then build the roof until it comes to this block here. So leave this space right here. So we're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 space, and then the wall. Alright, so I'll be right back as I get this box formed in place. Alright, I have the box now formed. So, as you can tell, I have my 2 light blocks right here. And what happens is when this block is powered, it will actually bud power the lower lamp, so these both will light up, spreading out the light in all directions here. And what I did is I left holes. You have your corner here, and I'll show you what to do with that in a second. And I put this around here so I can show you better where this stuff is going to be, because I'm going to take these lamps and I'm going to stick them in the ceiling like this, and this is all going to light up together. Now, the light, when I explained it before, I talked about how it goes out, you know, from where it's like down on the ground, but it also goes up and it goes down. So the lighting in this formation prevents anything spawning when I have these lights on. Alright, so that's why I have this in the formation that I have it. Now the problem that I generally have is that these ones have a tendency of allowing a dark space over in here to form. So what I actually really do is I place it one lower. That takes away this spawning spot here, but considering the fact they're only a 1 by 1 by 1, you know what, I'm not going to care because I'm not really losing a lot. And I want this here to prevent anything from spawning on top of the spawner and it getting stuck there. Alright, so I'm going to put those there just like that, and this guarantees no spawning at all when these are all lit. Let's get on top of this thing. And I'm going to need, my redstone. Now as you can tell, it took almost all of that stone. I made a little bit extra, but it took 4 stacks of stone just to make this one little block. Now I'm going to want this up here lit as well. Now by the way, I can use my regular pick on here because this is a redstone lamp and not glowstone, so it will not break like it does glowstone. So I don't have to have silk touch for that. And what I'm doing is I'm putting torches here for now, just to give you an idea. This is where the redstone all has to go, alright? But you're going to want lighting in this section here to keep up here from spawning anything. And then we have to deal with this gap. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use these half slab of the smooth stone, and I will explain why when we get to the water section, to show you where this section is located. So all the way around, dirt block, just like so. Alright. Now, since I know my spawning is area for me sitting or standing or whatever is going to be in that general area, I'm going to have my redstone component up here, which is the dust, go over in that general direction. Okay, so I've got that. And this is all just making sure nothing up here spawns. So now we have the lamps all in place, and I have the pre-water in place. I'm going to put dust here. Now I can actually put a block here and bud power that one. I don't have to have it lowered down. But I'm going to bring dust all the way, make a whole line from light to light. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Alright, then I'm going to go from the middle here, which is going to go over this one, bring it to here, and I'm going to put torches back up here, alright, in this like H formation. And then what I can do is, to show you how this all works, just give me that redstone block back. And we can power that line of redstone. Okay, so let's get in here. I'll show you from the top as well. Now, inside, all of the lamps, all 6, are all formed. I can actually take all of these torches out now, and nothing will spawn in here. Remember, what I'm standing in now is the spawn box. Everything here is spawnable, minus this row right here, of course. So as you can see, something should already be spawning in, and it's not. Alright, so I can leave that there and leave these lighting in here, take all the torches out that are in my way, and I can still be safe. And I can dig out the floor because we have to go underneath the spawner to do a water flowing system. Alright, so I'll show you up top too. I did say I was going to do that real quick. And you can see, oh, I don't think I have my pack on. I'll have to turn it on. But you can see the light is all functioning even up here. Alright guys, now I need to get the other boxes built to understand how I'm going to have the water flow. So I'm going to build these off camera, but it's going to basically be the same thing here. It's just I'm going to have them joined here in the middle. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you real quick what I meant by the merging of these two cells together. I've got, this chills it out a little bit better, and I laid down the foundation of the build. Now here's the box for that spawner right here, which cuts this edge of the wall and corner out. And here's the box for this spawner, which is one level below these two right here, which is not going to matter much. And it's right here, which cuts out its corner, which is right here. So they merge right in this section here. So it'd be great to actually get a water flow that could push right here in the middle of the two of them. And then with the center being here, you know, not too far away from technically where the center of this merger is, which is, yeah, I guess would be here. So then a central line between the two would be here. So that's my thinking at the moment. We'll see. I just wanted to show you what the conversion of these two cells would look like, and this is basically it. I'll be back. I've got the boxes now all formed with the lighting all put into place. And of course, where we have some issues is where they two join. Alright, so I will have to go into detail about this when I start working with it and everything. Okay. Now, to get the redstone to work with just one single source coming in, I had to put a repeater here so that when the redstone line gets to this point, it repeats to a full strength, so it reaches all the way back here to these lamps over here. So using just one repeater, I'm able to light both of these using one redstone source. Alright, now what I have to do, let's go kind of inside here, is now I have to dig underneath all of this and get the walls and stuff into place so I can start beginning to work on the water flow. And as you can see, here's the circle for that pink block, here's the circle for the white block, and there's the circle for the gray block. So this section right in here is definitely workable for all three spawners. And as you can see, it's a little tight, but I'll build something in here. And like I said, I'll probably try to see if I can't make the chute to generate the spiders into it, like right in this section here. All right, let me get this all dug out and stone put into place, and then we'll get over to the waterworks. Well, I've got everything dug out now. I've gone 2 under. Since these are a 1 by 1 by 1, I only have to really drop them 2 to get them out of the spawning area. Because if you keep them in the spawning section, you won't spawn anymore. So you want to get them out of that spawning, which means get them underneath the spawner so they can't get back up in there, and it'll continually spawn more of the spiders. Alright, so I have a ring of dirt here for right now so I can get my water curtain, alright, in place. That is what these half slabs are for. So we're going to go up top. I created an infinite water supply for here. And on each of these half slabs, okay, we're going to waterlog them. And what's going to happen is they're going to create a water curtain. Alright, so let's get up here. That one, and then that one. Let's get back down, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now see, the water will flow down, and that's going to create my water source for in here to mess with. And the reason why I designed it this way is because the spiders can crawl up the walls, and they have a tendency of doing that, and then getting stuck in this in the spawning area or near the spawner, and of course then it creates a lag because of mobs generator not despawning and all that stuff. Plus these things make a lot of noise. So if they go over here and they swim up the side or they crawl up the side, whatever, and they get into these half slabs, they drown. So eventually they die no matter what happens. Okay, and of course since it's a half slab, if they swim up, they can't move over to the ceiling because it's in the way. Or if they fall down, then they fall down and go normal. Alright, so I'm going to get the water curtains in place. The one that's going to be fun will be that one. I have the water curtains in place in both boxes. Like I said, now this is the one that was unique because I had two of them that are joined together, and one of which is a block lower than the other. Now I could have designed the ceiling all at one level and took the chance with the lighting not functioning properly, or done something a little bit different with it. But I decided to take the challenge and did it as each box separately, which kind of made the water curtain a little interesting in this little section here. Alright, so now comes the real fun part, getting the water flows proper. Now here's the top of the two spawners that are joined together. And to help ensure that the water flow stayed where it needed to in the curtains, I have these half slabs in place and I just continue with decoration and stuff. So that is the interesting part. I have, where is he? I think he's above me. So now I'm going to be working on getting the water flow working so that we can actually get guys out somewhere. Now I'm supposed to go here, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's put, let me drop down here. Okay, yeah, let's put a block there and a block there. And that's what I need to see if I have blocks under me, which I do not. Okay. So let's put a temporary set of blocks here. I'm not sure how much of, okay. I'm not sure how much of the floor I'm going to have to dig out to get the water flow properly. I can always take this stuff out later. It's not a big deal. Alright, and that's the edge. Let me just do one more on this section of things. And I shouldn't need to deal with the back. I'll put it in. It's not like I can't take it out. Okay, so I have an extra layer there. Let's get back into this thing. And I need to go... Which way do I need to go? I took my stairs out. Okay. Get up there. Okay. So now, as I had mentioned earlier, water will flow from a water source 8 blocks. Alright, so in other words, say, water source 8. Okay, now with these water curtains in place, and of course I'm in the wrong one. If I take out this dirt, all these are going to create a water flow that comes right to the center of the box. Make the first one that I'm done filling with. Okay, and we're in. Now, if I was to drop them just for their string drop, I would leave this alone, put up some barriers here, and let them fall to their death. But I want this as an XP farm, which means I have to figure out a way to fish them up. So I am going to be shunting them to a chute, which is almost, at least for this one, almost right in front of this one. So it'll be a lot easier than the dual one that I have to match up. So yeah, let me put that there. And how I'm going to do that, stuff. Okay, so I'm going to need you. I'm going to borrow you. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to want to create is gates. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I want you. I'm definitely going to need more than that, I'm sure. Now, I think with this one, I might be okay to get away with just a single chute. Alright, so I want here, right? So place, or you, right? Now, what this is going to do is this is actually going to keep the water from flowing this way. Alright, so when I put this one here, watch what happens. It takes it out. But it leaves it so it goes underneath it, alright, which is what I want. So I am going to need more. Oh, what did I do for? Was that 4? Yeah, it was 4. Okay, let's make another set. Alright, so, And now what I did by doing this is you see how I'm creating a flow to the center point here. Okay, that's essentially now what I need to work on for the rest of this to see how everything is going to go. So of course the first one that I'm going to need to worry about is this back section. So let's get rid of this back section. Okay. Alright, now you notice the water stops flowing right here. That's that 8. Okay, so we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So things will run down to the end here, just like that. Now, if I wanted to continue the flow, I would drop this one level by taking out that block right there. It will drop and continue on for another 8. 8, 2, blah, 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 all the way down. Okay, that's what I have to work with. So, in order to figure out, I'm going to initially need you, right? That's that set of 3 there. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go 4, though, which is fine. So let me go one more. Okay, which means I'm going to need... Oh, wait, I actually have my dirt back, so let's use some of the dirt a little bit better. So let's put a gate here. Let's put a gate here. Okay. Take this back for now. I'm going to need... some more gates. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to want, yeah. So let me get here and here. Alright. Which means that I am going to need to replace these parts here with this. Alright. Okay. Which also means this is going to have to get taken out. This. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that too, I'm sure. Okay. So now... yeah, okay. Let's let the sides out. So I'll get some side water flow going on here. Now it's going to try to center itself, that's for sure. Okay. See, as it centers itself, and then we have this 2 block here that is just still water. Alright, which is what we don't want. So I got that backflow there, which is about. Okay. Drop that stuff down there, didn't I? Let me collect this stuff for now. Right now, resources are still valuable. Alright, so this is where we want to come out, is right here. Right? So I also need to make sure I come actually down one more, technically speaking. I really want to come down to here per se. Okay. Just cause. Okay. So now I should be okay all underneath, right? Okay. We'll just put this in just in case. Like so. Okay. Right? No. Good. Okay. Alrighty. And I forget which way I want to go up. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. I just knocked my way up. Okay, and I'm going in this one. Now, this is just for this boss. The other one, that's going to be the nightmare for me. Because I'm going to have to really, really work my brain on that. Alright, so that, okay. So we want this to be the center here. Which means I need water flow here. Right, okay. And like so, maybe? Okay. So now that I have that, I have to get water. Dock it to what it already had. So now I have to make sure I recharge it. Now see, this is what's going to make it a little one off, so I'm shunting it a little differently. Okay, you do you. That one looks good. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. Now, you check the water flow by, see how the blue line streaks? That tells you where the water is going and what it's doing. I get a still one here. Okay, let me put this out. Accident. Alright, so actually that should be stone. So this is going to come out. Okay. Alright, and give me a water flow. I gotta go fix that. So I don't get spawns coming in to destroy the farm. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I don't think. Ooh, just barely. Alright, let me block that back off. Oh, but it did go all the way down. I can hopefully fix that later. Alright, so I got water flow going there. Let me check this. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay. You really gotta be mindful what you do with your water, that's for sure. That's why I like the efficiency 3 one, because you know, I mean, I just broke through that dirt without realizing how fast I was going. So, that's what the efficiency does on the spoon. It's really fast. You know what? I'm going to leave that in there in case I need to come back up. We're back inside. So the water flow is for the most part okay, except for I have a dead spot right here I don't like. I have a dead spot right here I'm not sure I like either. But everything is, now notice everything is flowing the way I want to shut them out here. Alright. So what I'm probably also going to have to do is I might have to open this a little bit to help to get them in here. Because otherwise they'll get congealed in here. Congealed. Stuck there, kind of. Let me see if I can do anything with this dead block. I'm not sure if I can. Alright, let's see what happens if I move one more here. Give me that one for now. Okay. I'm able to move through the water like I am, by the way, because of my enchant on my boots, the Depth Strider. Alright, so now I have that. I have to recharge that section. Let's go one more. I have to do the same thing here. I'm going to take all this out. Same thing here. Okay. Now, do I still have that dead section? No, I do not. But I have it here in 2 now, so I've moved it over 1. So if I take out, say, this block, and this block, and this block, and then recharge this section, and what it'll do, put 3. Get rid of the blocks, get rid of the blocks. Okay, so what happens now? Okay, I don't change the flow here, which is what I do. I come here, and I have steady. Oh, okay. Everything looks like it's working. Alright, so now I have a steady flow, so the spiders spawn anywhere to fall in. There's no dead spots. I got lucky with this one. There's no dead spots, so there's always pushing water somewhere. Now, I might have to open up this one and this one, and potentially worry about the spiders getting stuck in these corners. It happens, and you know, you just have to deal with it. Alright, so is this one actually done and completed? Now, if the spiders crawl up this wall, it ain't no big deal. They can get stuck here on the fence, so all you gotta do is open them up like this, and they'll go through the fence, into the water, and drown. So the fence now will not interfere with their... See, as I'm going through it, so they'll go up and they'll still drown. Alright? Okay. That is this one somewhat complete. I have to get this forge switched out, but I gotta put stuff underneath to make sure I'm not going to cause water problems down below. Alrighty. Alright, I got both water flows in. This one is not perfect. I didn't think it was. Took me a little bit to have to figure out to get the water flow. I'm having a little issue with this here. There's a section that kind of deads them, but with any luck they'll be like jumping and moving around and getting bounced, and they'll get into the actual flow that comes down and flows into the hole. It's a little tricky. It's definitely interesting. I'll have to see about maybe working something out a little bit later, but let's see if this all works now. Okay, out here. And we have to go down, but we have to get rid of the redstone first. I gotta make a redstone contraption for this to turn it on and off. So let's go. And see how loud they're gonna get? Okay, we get both spawning from each side. Now I'm going to come in here and turn off the sounds because it's going to be really loud and I don't want to mess up anybody's ears, and I'm on the wrong side. Okay. Let's see, can I just get through here? Let's see what's going on. Alright. This is all going to get dug out eventually anyway. C's what I'm looking for. Okay, let me put this here. So okay, good. And I will put that there for right now. Okay, so now here's the spiders. The pool right here, this is like a dead kind of spot. Now the thing that I'm also worried about is I have to drop this down one. So this, they can potentially get stuck behind this block right here. Alright, let's take these guys out. I have, oh, yeah, by the way, if you're close enough to them, I have a dropper just right below there. You can't really see it too good. Actually, if I take that one out, you'll see it right there. Okay, so let's put this back in. I don't have a chest with it just yet, but. And all I got to, now I will get, you see, I got to get something in here to keep me away from these guys, because they will keep poisoning you. Oh, you know, it would help if I actually put the pick in. Let's see, that's got many on it, so let's take you off. You got many, let's take you off. Those are nothing right now. Okay. Alright, so they're actually not getting too badly stuck, because that's it right there. I was a little concerned about that. Now I will make a Banes of Arthropods sword with sweeping edge and unbreaking on it. You tried to get me, didn't you? Now see, I'm standing actually on half slabs here. So I'm actually 1.5 blocks down, and I keep myself here at the corner. So what I do is, where I farm them from, I put stairs upside down, so I can actually go through the stair like I am in the corner here like this. All right, and then I use an iron bar, which won't attach to the sides of the stairs, so I can swing my sword at these guys, and if I have to collect the XP, because it'll go around the bar and everything, because it's just enough a hole for me to get through, and all the drops will get pushed. Ooh, that's right. Will get pushed into that hopper. I'm a little to fight for the space there, but can I actually hit the hopper from here? I think I can. All right, so we've already got 26 string, or 27, and 9 spider eyes. Not that anybody really uses them that much, but hey. All right. Now this is not beautified or anything like that, but it is functioning. As you can see, I'm getting experience on my pick. Now, Banes of Arthropod sword would go through these guys like nothing. Yeah. You can't hide from me. See, the water eventually does push him in. Now, there's different ways of doing this. It's just a matter of getting it to work properly. All right. So this is all working pretty. It's good enough, you know. It's for what it is. You're dealing with these tiny little spiders that are just annoying. But I mean, I've down to nothing, and I've already gotten what, at least 500 points on this thing. But since you are kind of doing combat, you will get a little hungry, so just be mindful of that. Make sure you have a source of food with you. Yeah, see, he's getting a little stuck there. I'm probably gonna have to play with this just a little bit to see what I can do about making this a little bit better. Maybe drop this actually down one more. Let's see. Oop, I got too close. I got to get my barrier up here to prevent me from getting too close. Alright, guys. I'm going to repair my tools and I'm going to get back to behind the scenes stuff. So we've managed to get a cave spider, triple cave spider spawner XP farm up and running. Alright. So I do that. They can't get me. And how are we doing on that? See? Wait, did I see that wrong? Yeah. Anyway, let's get back up here. And these are the farms themselves. Like I said, I have to make it look all nice and pretty and everything, but the basics are all there. You've seen what happened. Now let's shut this down temporarily. Okay, you go there. Oh, where are you? Right there. Okay. And that shuts them back down. That doesn't get rid of the spiders that are inside. All right, now see the poking their head right there? That's what you got to be careful of. That's why I always put in these corner pieces like that. Good, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to show you that or not. Alright, guys. Like I said, I'm going to get back to work, getting my gear mended up, and see what we got on the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. As always, you pups take care now. Bye.